Hi, I'm Mareli Joubert here from the Clearwater Bay Country Club. Today I'm going to give you a sneak peek what's in my bag. So I'm going to start at my driver. As you will see, driver is pretty new. It's a recent addition to my bag. So I've gone with the new Ping G425 driver. It's phenomenal with the club face, and I've had this ProFace V2 shaft in a previous driver of mine. Unfortunately, it snapped right at the head, and I thought when I invested in this new driver that I'm going to go with this shaft. I just find it really, really awesome.
What flex shaft do you use?
This is a Steelflex, 65 grams. So it's something that I find that, you know, when there's one or two shots that you do want to give it a little bit of extra speed, that you can, but also on a normal day just to get it in play. So this for me has been a real nice game changer.
Matching fairway woods?
Matching fairway woods. So very strong lofted 3-wood. So I've gone with the 14.5, which I find, especially playing this course when it gets quite windy, it's a little bit easier to control. And I've just gone for the standard Ping Tour shaft. When I tested it out, really liked the feel of it, very stable. This is a stiff shaft, 75 grams. So this gets me nicely into play. Before I had the hybrid, so the Titleist H18 hybrid. It's got the Tensei blue shaft, which is a 70 gram shaft. I've been toying between this one, believe it or not. I love my 3-iron, but I exchanged my 3-iron, which was part of my set, for the hybrid. As we all know, the hybrid does tend to be a little bit easier to hit, but this one I still need to. Sometimes we've got a love-hate relationship with this bad boy. Okay,
not many 3-irons left in the bag.
No, and especially so. The irons that I have is the Miura MC 501 heads.
Let's get a closer look at that. They look nice.
Yeah, so if I look from the top, you can imagine that in the 3-iron. So this is my 4-iron. That in the 3-iron, if you don't play a lot, will maybe look a little bit like a butter knife. Really, really love the feel of these forged heads. As some of you know, with the history behind Miura, these clubs are handmade, hand-forged, so the feel is just impeccable. I've had them in the bag now for the past 2 and a bit years, and in love with them. Then shafts, I've gone for the best of both worlds. So I've gone with the Steelfiber I110 shafts.
Steelfiber.
So best of both worlds, combination of steel and graphite shafts. And so in my irons, I basically go from the 4-iron through to my pitching wedge. My pitching wedge is 46 degrees, and then if I go into my wedges, I've stuck with the same brand. So I've got the 3 Miura wedges, basically 50, 54 and 58. You can see a little bit of wear and tear on the 58. That tends to be my bunker club. 54 predominantly around the greens, and then my 50, which is the gap wedge, I quite enjoy. The balances on these are interesting. With the 50, the balance is 7 degrees. And then with the 54, 58 is 10 degrees, which, as most of you would know, is pretty much your mid bounce. And then before I changed to the Miura putter, I always had a center shaft. But when I looked at the Miura putters, I went with the KM-009 model, which is the typical blade model. It's got a little bit of toe hang, but for me it was just a very, very classic looking putter. And I really, really enjoy the feel, the look with it when I putt. The sound is great, and I've really, really gotten to like this one. So for the rest of my bag, I play with Srixon, the Cabretta leather glove. Always liked it. And I also have an all-weather glove when it does get a little bit rainy. And then in terms of golf balls, for the past couple of years, I've been playing with the Snell, the black model. Really find they're quite versatile, and for a long time, probably since I started playing, I've always marked my ball with a little smiley. And when I do get adventurous, my smiley is sticking its tongue out. So whenever you see any one of these around, hopefully not too many of them, then you know who their owner is. And
something that's been in my bag since I started is my little tin box. So in here I've got all my jobbies.
All your what?
All my jobbies. So all my tees and markers. And this one I'm quite fond of. This is from Leopard Creek down in South Africa. But just the tin itself has been with me, I don't know, since I can probably remember that I started playing.
Nice.
So that's in my bag.